Hello everybody, I'm Hawaiian Hillbilly. Welcome to another live stream. You guys know the routine. I've got to set up my laptop right quick so I can monitor chat. And it usually takes just a little bit for YouTube to catch up, so I'm not going to get in a big hurry. I don't know if it's the rendering or I usually call it the rendering. Okay, it's caught up, so there we go. There is my live stream. I now have one person watching. That is me. Trying to sell me YouTube TV. I'm not interested in spending a bunch of money on YouTube. Okay. Quick message. There's a message for anybody who might show up in chat. Let's see, I want to move this window just a little bit. Scroll down just a hair. Not critical, but that's better. Okay, now we're going to play on Calm Lands. Already on episode 28 for Calm Lands. So we'll probably go up to maybe episode 30. We'll go back to Elm Creek. All right, well, it is just about 10 minutes till 2 in the morning where I live. I'm not sure how long I'll be on tonight, but I didn't want to go too many nights. I haven't done one in the last couple nights. So I didn't want to go too many nights. I was going to skip tonight too, but that's 3 nights in a row, and I really don't want to skip 3 nights in a row. I've had a couple of busy days though, so I can't stay up all night. But I was able to sleep for a little bit. All right, now we're going to leave the clock. Well, no, we got to sleep. We need to look here. We've got these 2 fields. Let's back up. We've got 2 fields that are going to be ready. We're going to sleep for 1 more day, and then it looks like this one will be ready. But because of the time on the clock, it's already 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So we're going to sleep until the next day. What is it, April? We can sleep till 8 o'clock. Now we may have 3 fields that are ready. If we do, I'm going to make an attempt to get all 3 fields done. Now we can go back up here. Yeah. Okay, so we've got 3 fields. So let's go do this field first, and then we'll work our way back up here. This is right across from the farm. And then, of course, this one is sunflowers or corn, maybe. I can't remember which I have. I might even have, what do I have planted there? Soybeans. Yeah, okay. So what do we're going to do both of these fields in soybeans. And then we're back to our regular rotation. Okay, so I will plow these 2 fields. That way, that means everything. I don't know that I plowed this one. I didn't. So this one will have to be plowed. Well, yeah. All right. So anyway, that's what we got on our plate for today. We want. Where's the other harvester? We want this one. Let's just drive it over to where we got to use it. Let's see, I want to go this way because I want to be on this side of this field. And it's going to be a slow ride over there. I see. I don't really remember what we've got in this field. Oh, wait a minute. Whoa, wait a minute. I don't know if you guys noticed what I just noticed. You may have. We've got grain in here. All right, now we have some soybeans in our silo. Oh. Trying to get myself situated just a little bit better so I'm a little more comfortable. It's a slow ride. It is a slow ride from here. Well, from the farm over to here. When I'm trying to harvest with this thing at 12 miles an hour, it feels pretty fast. But when I'm just driving down the road at 12 miles an hour, no, it does not feel fast. Stop for a second. I gotta do one thing. I had to set the controller down just for a second. Of course, you can see our field right up here. It's a fairly good sized field. It's not as big as either one of these two, the one on the left or the right here beside us. It's not as big as either of those, but it's still a decent sized field compared to our other ones. And before well, yeah, we'll take this truck. I don't know if there'll be enough to fill this truck or not. There might be. We will see. I will have to figure out where I'm going to, where I actually want to start as far as the helper is concerned, so that I can, whoa, easy, easy, easy. So we're going to make, we'll make a pass around it. We've got wheat. We'll go all the way around at one time ourselves, and I'll try to figure out where I'm gonna have the helper start from. I think I need to start down on this end somewhere. Where I think I had figured out before would be about the best place for, as far as the helper is concerned. It's right down on this end. But we'll see when we get down here. It's hard to see which way the lines on the field are running. You can see them a little bit right here if we stop. You can see they actually run like this. So that means if I was to start like back there, going crosswise like that, that might work out pretty good. So we might look into that part and see how that works. It might be a good place to start. It always takes a while to figure out exactly where we want to do the start point from. Even like here, see, I can't even see which way the lines on the field are running. So it's very difficult to see. Yeah, I see some running that way. Definitely going to have to do one row around here just to keep everything away from, well, looks like we're moving up this way. Yeah, so maybe I can start. Let me see what I can do. That's not exactly the way I wanted to go. Let's keep going this way. Oh. Tell you what we're going to do. Let's empty this while we're here. Because we can't make it all the way to the other end anyway. I could make it part way to the other end, but because I want to try to maybe start down here. Hang on right quick for a second, guys. Okay, I'm back, guys. Now we'll go ahead and touch this edge right here, and then I think we're going to try to start down here in the bottom. See this row? Let's see, I want to kind of swing out a little bit wider. It's just so hard to see the direction the lines are going. So it looks like they're going this way. So we're going to just try to, there we go. Now we're just going to let it run like that. I think we should be okay. And it will get to doing long rows. It'll have to do some of the shorter ones like this. A lot of turning around in the beginning anyway. But I can see how I could make it a little bit with our next, like with our plow and our seeder. I could do 2 headland rows up here against this field and then start right here on this corner. So I think that's going to be the way to do it. Or I'll do 1 headland, yeah. I kind of see what I'm going to do now. Now as far as harvesting goes, you don't have to worry about your crop next door because the harvester won't mess it up. But our other tools will mess it up. So we've got to be careful and stay far enough away from it. So I think I know what I'm going to do. I want to go down this side and back, and then I want to come between the 2 fields and back, and then start. And I think that's going to work out. But we won't do it yet. Yeah, we might as well just leave the truck sit where it's at for now. I'm glad that helper started in the right spot because I was getting a drink of Coke Zero. Now, I don't know if you guys, if you saw the previous episode, episode 27, where we did this big field over here, and we did one process at a time, beginning to end, and it took like 7 hours and 14 minutes, something like that. Just over 7 hours to completely do that field from harvesting to replanted. We'll have to watch it, make sure it can back up far enough to... I'm hoping it can. Oh, it looks like it just barely did. That just barely is good enough. Got it. I will have to do different. Yeah, I already got figured out how I'm going to do the headland rows from now on, or until we have other fields. I just got to protect the fields that we already have in the ground from the machinery working this field from pulling out into them and messing them up. So I got to have a couple of headland rows in the proper places. And I figured out how I'm going to do that. So I think I'm okay with the... I'm not worried about it with the fertilizer spreader, but when it comes to the plow and the seeder, we could just leave that guy sit there. And hopefully it's going to pick up this very edge right down into that corner right there. There's a little bit of a curvature to this edge of the field right there though. So I'll just have to see. I might have to catch one little part of that myself. I'm not sure yet. And if I have to, I have to. I don't know if you guys can hear me moving my headset around. That's what that noise was, if you heard it. I wish I had a microphone. I don't need the headset. I just need a microphone. So I kind of wish I had a little bit different kind of setup. I don't know what kind of setup. I just something different than what I have. Because doing a long live stream is very difficult. See, I don't know why that guy didn't back up and start back here. Anyway, you do a long live stream with the headset with like the earmuff type speakers in them, then you do a live stream for 7 hours with those on your ears, man. My ears get hot. I have to keep readjusting the headset, moving it around, the headphones. I don't know if it's called a headset or if it's just headphones with the microphone boom is really what it is, but I kind of would like to have a different microphone setup. because I don't need to be able to hear it in order to play it. In fact, I have the volume in my headphones turned way down. I can still hear the engine noise of that harvester right there. But like I said, for me to play it, I don't need to be able to hear it. But I don't have any other way to do the microphone other than the microphone that's actually in the controller. But it made my voice sound funny when I tried that before, like I was talking in a tin can, that type of thing. So I wasn't impressed with that. And I think that's just because the microphone is so small, such a small little microphone. I don't know if that's the reason or not. I just know it sounded to me like I was like talking in like a tin can. There we go. I like it when we can empty the harvester when it's running in this direction, because we can just leave the truck sit there. When we have to do it from the other side, we cannot do that because we're sitting on our crop that still has to be harvested, so I have to move the truck. So I like it when I can catch it from the already harvested side. Oh, I got a yard right there, guys. It's 2:15 in the morning where I live. Yeah, it looks like we're going to catch everything down into that corner. I wasn't really sure if it would. I thought it would. That was my first impression, that working on this angle we'd be able to catch everything. I know I've done this field before. I had to check and make sure it didn't miss something right there. It shouldn't have, it didn't. Sometimes the colors are so close I can't really tell. In fact, this may go all the way down to the end to start the next row. It's going to be awful close, isn't it? Now look at it. It stopped instead of just coming down here. Now what we got to do though, we got to come back up here. We're going to line it up with this one, and now we'll back up. Are we going to be able to back all the way to the end? It looks like we will. Yep. I hope that alignment was right. Boy, it looks like it's just barely catching it. That's all that matters. I do need to watch it though, just to make sure that so far it's catching everything. Well, that worked out for us. I'm actually a little bit surprised. Well, I mean, I thought I had it lined up pretty good, but then it got to looking like I might be one little plow row too far over. So I did think it was going to leave a thin little strip, so I thought I would have to reposition. It worked out, and that's good. That's what we want. Oh, while I'm thinking about it, let me just jump right down here and click on that thumbs up right there. Oh, there's me a like on the live stream. I'm glad it lets me like my own. It would be kind of, oh, already? I wasn't even paying attention to that. Wasn't even paying attention. And again, we can just leave the truck sit where it's at. It always looks to me like it missed a spot. But it hasn't so far. It shouldn't be missing any spots when the helper is doing the alignment. It's pretty good as far as that is concerned. It doesn't always like start in the correct place as far as like maybe backing up far enough and stuff like that, but as far as going row to row, it does do a good job of getting right on the edge most of the time. I'll say there are some times when it's kind of overlapping a little more than it really needs to. I try not to mess with that because sometimes like it might hit a little bit of a road that's next door to it, and then not so. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about or not. If you play this game, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't play this game, I'm not sure I can actually explain it. I can't explain it, like, because I can't see the road good enough. So maybe I'll explain that with a different crop type or something. Sorry guys, had to yawn. 2:25 or 2:24 in the morning where I live. Haven't had a good yawn for 9 minutes. Almost full again. Wow. Normally I would change my camera angle when it gets over by the trees. So I could tell that time it was going to catch in the right spot. Now, when we get done with this field, we will go ahead and feed the chickens. They probably won't need much food. We can actually look right quick. Let's pop up and let's go down here to animals. Yeah, they need some. They need 1,800 liters right now because we have slept a couple of months. So there we go. That's okay. So we'll go fill it up. Now, one thing I've not pointed out that's a little bit different between this map and our Elm Creek map is that I do not have, like my greenhouses on this map are not subsidized, but on Elm Creek they are, which gives us just a little bit more monthly earnings. But I'm not going to change that. I could go in there and make it a little bit different. I could even subsidize the chickens. Which wouldn't be a bad idea, actually, to subsidize those. But since we have to feed them, actually, maybe I should subsidize them. I might look into that when we get through harvesting. Because I think maybe they should be subsidized. Because we are the ones feeding them. Now we are going back to the direction I like to be working in when the harvester is full. And we'll kind of wait for it. I'm not real sure how far it's going to make it. It can't go too far. So we kind of want to just watch for it to get stuck. There it is. Once it starts slowing down to a crawl, you know it's like at 99% full. Okay, so that can just stay there. Now, let's look at something right quick while we have a chance. Let's go down here, construction, production, we want generators, we want to look at this. And then we're going to do this real quickly. We're going to go right down to where the chickens are. And see if we can't find a good place to put one of these signs. One of these subsidy signs. I actually could put it right here. I'm not sure what it's overlapping. Oh, let's put it, there we go. Let's put it right here like this. Put it right by this building. And we'll go take a look at it when we feed the chickens. Make sure I like where I actually put it. It looked like it was okay. I actually thought that thing might make it all the way down to the end of this road. And I'm glad it didn't. I was hoping it didn't, but I thought it might. We're up to 47% full in this dump truck. I don't think we'll fill it though. I'm sure we won't fill it because we don't have half the field to go. Now I could go ahead and bring my plow and stuff over here, but I don't really need to. I will not have to take things all the way back to the main yard, because we're going to be, before we get to the main yard, we got another field to do. Now let's look at it on the map. Well, we're a little over halfway. Now look how much smaller that field is compared to this one and this one. But bigger compared to this one and this one. guy out of the way. I don't know if you guys could hear that or not, but I just bumped the microphone. I was rubbing my eyeball and I bumped the microphone. I have like dry eyes, so my eyes will actually water a lot. I should have put some Visine in them, but I didn't. I meant to do that earlier today, but then I had to leave. And I didn't get home until about 11:30 tonight. So I had to rest for a while. I fell asleep for a little bit. And that's why I'm on here now. I don't like to go, I don't mind skipping one night doing live streams. And there are times when I might need to go 2 nights without doing one. But I really don't want to go 3 nights. I have actually gone 3 or 4 nights. One time I did that. But I do want to be fairly consistent. But sometimes I just have so much going on during the day that I'm just busy. And then I've got to be able to get some rest. But after I dozed off for a little bit, and then I woke up, I did a couple of things around the house here for a few minutes. And I kind of debated, do I want to try to do a live stream? And then I decided, well, because the fields are a little bit smaller, that I would go ahead and try to get at least a couple fields. I figured I could handle a couple hours of live streaming. I have things to do later today. So it's not going to be a super long live stream. I'm going to try to take care of the 3 fields that are ready. I will probably multitask this one with the plow and the seeder. I have to help the plow, but I may actually multitask it in the next one as well, the next field. Just so I can get them done a little bit faster. Oh, I just thought of something. We got that really slow ride back over to the silos with this harvester. Since that's where we parked the harvester. This one. wasn't paying attention. I am kind of tired. So I hope I can manage to get all 3 of those fields done today. Otherwise, I might just have to leave the clock sit. We'll do 2 of them and finish the 3rd one in the next episode. I really don't want to do that, but I need to get these fields harvesting on different days. We're just about ready to buy some more land. And some potato equipment. Now, we have been live streaming for 1 hour. Right there, guys. That's the 1 hour mark. Because the first thing we did, we slept until the next day. We slept until 8 o'clock in the morning. It's now 9 o'clock. So we've actually been just under the 1 hour mark as far as harvesting is concerned. We're a minute or 2 away. We got started pretty quickly. And now each pass gets a little bit smaller, a little bit smaller, or shorter. So it'll finish quicker and quicker. And still making the longest passes that it can. Well, we've got this truck up to 86% full. Oh. This one I can be ready. I was paying attention that long. I was wanting to catch just the back end. We might actually get a truckload. One more harvester full. Just might do it. It is now 3 o'clock in the morning where I live, guys. We're at 94%. Is he going to fill for us? I thought we might make it on this one. Yep. There it is. So we will we'll go ahead and get this back. And we are going to go down and feed the chickens. We could do it on the feed. Slow down. Look at that. Eve. I don't need a dump truck that runs 114 miles an hour. I do need a dump truck that holds 108,000 liters though. I just need to learn to slow down a little bit. And it won't take much. Just that fast. Now, what I want to do is I want to look at this right quick. Okay, yeah, that worked out good. I'm okay with that. I would like to have had that sign turned just a little bit more probably towards the fence. But that's not bad because you can actually read it from over here. Good. And I can justify having that sign. And I could do one for the greenhouses, but I'm not going to. And there is a reason I came around this way, guys, is we're just going to swing right around to the left, jump on that little pathway that we put in, the road we put in. I don't need to cover. since there's no grain in here. And right back out this way. And by the time we get back over there, we'll almost have a harvester ready to be emptied because it still had grain in it when we left to go empty this one. We did not completely empty it on the last time. Easy. Now let's see where we're at. We're getting ready to unload right here. That's where we're at. Now I gotta watch to make sure he backs up far enough. Yep. one more small pass. And we'll have the harvesting finished. Oh, back up. All right. One task completed. Alright, here we go. The slow ride back over to this other field. Now, I don't remember what I have in that other field. I don't remember which crop. It's probably barley. Could be oats. And we can just bring this right over here, because we could start up here. I'm okay with starting my headland roads up this way. And this one can just park down here at the bottom. I don't need to take it where the harvester is. We'll take it back up there later. Okay. So now we need fertilizer. And I'm beginning to think I'm just going to finish this one field, guys. Because we've still got 2 processes to go. 2 stages. Well, 3 actually. Counting this pass with the fertilizer. I want to check, I just want to see what this crop top is. I don't remember what I put here. Oh, it's wheat as well. Okay. So we could have just went ahead and harvested that field, but that's okay. I think I'm just going to finish this field I'm working on, and that's probably going to be it for the live stream for this time. And then we'll just the clock will sit because I'll exit the game. Of course, I'll save it and exit, and then the clock will just sit where it's at. And then in the next episode, we can do the other 2 fields. Whoops, I don't need the map. I'm trying to, how do I can't change it. There we go. That's what I had to do. I just had to hire a helper. I couldn't figure out how to get it to change back to the wider SWAT, but I know a helper will only work at max capacity, so. Now, when I get this done, whoops, see, that's what happens when I start getting sleepy. I'll do that same thing when I'm not sleepy too, though. But the fact that I am getting sleepy is a good excuse. I might as well blame it on that. Just missed that spot. All right. Now I am not going to go refill this. But it needs to be refilled. So we'll do that before we start the next field in the next episode. So actually we can go refill it. We got to get our plow. Our plow's all the way back over at the farmyard anyway. So we'll just take this guy back and we will get our plow and we'll get started with the plow. And then I'll go get the seeder and bring it over and get started with it. Ooh, get back on the road. Nice. Oh, am I missing a tractor? Yes, I am. I had gotten tired and I left that parked over there. I was wondering why my plow was not attached to a tractor. I forgot that I had went and removed a couple trees. And this just goes right over here. Like that. Now all the way back over to the other field. Now before I bring the cedar over, I'm going to go ahead and get my headland rose done with this. And then I can turn it loose and let it go on its own. Just a little bit right there. I have a plan. I hope it works. Now I want to get a couple of headland rows put in here. Now, let's see. Yeah, I might as well go again. I want to make sure that I'm far enough away that I can actually put a headland row with the cedar. Now, let's just go all the way around this way one time. I wasn't going to do the headland row on this side because there's no, I don't have a field on the other side of the road that I have to worry about. But it's kind of easy to get like tunnel vision. When I start getting sleepy like this, I kind of like getting the kind of zone out, like almost like being in a trance. Okay. Now I should be able to take the cedar and do one headland row all the way around the field, and the plow not come back and plow up what I already planted. I mean, that's what I'm trying to do now. One nice thing about the plow is not costing us any money to operate it. At least not yet. I don't have a helper in it yet. I will soon. Oh. It's like I turned too fast and that side of the plow tipped up in the air. Okay. Was not expecting that. Now let's see. Back on up. No, you're not supposed to be going that way. We're supposed to be going this way. That's not the right direction. I'm not going the right direction, guys. I need to get this thing corrected. There we go. Now I can see the lines on the field. just go get our cedar. And I hope our plow does not miss any spots while we're gone. But we do have to be gone for at least long enough to bring this over there. I can already tell that my harvester, the plow just is doing crazy stuff over here. I don't know why, I just know it is. All right, we just about got this lined out. Gosh, I have to keep going with this guy to make sure it starts in the right place, so I might as well just ride with it. Because I'm going to have to, at the end of each pass, I'm going to have to help it. Or maybe not. Maybe it'll... Nope. Nope. Okay, now I want to be able to go this way. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to come back and catch a couple spots the plow will have missed by the time I can get back to it. Let me at least help them get started in the right spot down here. Yeah, there is going to be a spot at the other end that I gotta catch too. But we'll make sure all that's done correctly. And this is just to make sure that we have enough space between this field and the next field. I don't want the helper to pull out into that field over there and start planting on top of it, because it's going to mess us up. Now we want to work in like this direction right here, or something like this. Yeah, just like that. Now, it might start in the right spot this time. We will see. It might not. Okay, I think we're going to be good. I want to go catch this spot that we missed down here on this end. Now this guy hopefully will just do pretty good across this field. Oh. All right, we have been live streaming for over 2 hours now. I kind of wasn't paying attention to the clock. So actually probably about 2 hours and 10 minutes. Oh no. I'm gonna have to fix that end. I wasn't watching. I was looking to see how much time had lapsed on the live stream. And sure enough, I wasn't looking. It misses a spot. to catch this one little spot that it decided it did not want to do. So far, so good. So I'm going to stay with this guy. Seems like I have to help it more than I have to help the cedar. Hey, this guy's been doing a good job. The cedar does pretty good most of the time, I think. It's one of the tools that the helper seems to just do a better job with. I don't know why that is. But at least it's starting in the right spot so far. Now you could let these guys go, just let them run and come back at the end and fix anything, catch any spots they missed, but I really don't like to do that. I'd rather it just be done right the first time, so I tend to kind of ride along. I'll keep an eye on the cedar, but it's been doing good so far. Now, once this guy starts on this end, then we can go check out the cedar. We'll just jump back and forth. Okay, still doing good. Come on, you're not finished. Come on. That will never make sense to me. Why, it looks right at what it's supposed to do and then says, I'm done. I may have to catch that one little spot at the end. I don't know. It's kind of weird. See how this edge of the field is jagged? That's what I was trying to like describe in the wheat field as we were harvesting. You can see it better now. So why it wobbles back and forth like that, I don't know. But it can make it a little difficult to align sometimes, because you don't know what that edge, if it's a perfectly straight edge all the way, or if it has like that digital look to it. See, it looks like I'm going to have to catch this one little spot up here. I don't know why it skipped it. You can't do that. You got to go back and get this spot. That guy should still be doing pretty good on his own. I'm just going to have to trust that that thing's working like it's supposed to, guys. I think it is. I'll be able to pay a little closer attention here in a few minutes. A few more passes and we'll have this thing plowed. Almost done. Alrighty. One thing about coming out like this, we can tell that the seeder has not missed any spots. So we'll just go ahead and run this over to the other field. The next field where we're going to use it. Got a little bit wild. I'm okay if we sit right there. Now we should just be able to go along for the ride. I should save it. Well, yeah, I can leave it sitting up. I won't need to check the map again. We'll just save it. Now we can just relax and we can ride along. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not, but our dog is barking. Several of our neighbors have dogs also, and they bark at night. So ours does too. We have a pit bull. Still young, maybe a year old now. We're close to it. If I can hear a dog barking, then I think it's probably ours. And you never really know what might show up in our yard. We've had bears. Had a possum on the porch one night. I'm sure there's raccoons come by. Haven't ever seen a deer. But bears more than once. It's been actually several times. One time a bear was on the porch, the front porch. Black bear. I keep hoping I can see something like that. I actually want to get a couple of trail cameras and set them out. At least one, because there's a place back on the back. The back of our property sits right against the forest. So we have a fence, and a bear has climbed the fence multiple times. In fact, it broke the fence down. I had to try to fix it. Well, I did kind of fix it. But I'm sure the bear climbed over it again after I fixed it. It's not perfectly fixed, but it's fixed. But it bent one of the pipes. And how it did it, I do not know, but it sure did. It bent it like a press. You know, that's like a galvanized pipe, and it bent that thing, and it's an 1.5-inch pipe, and it bent it, and I had to bend it back, and it bent it good too. So it must not have been that difficult for that bear. The bear may not even like noticed it, may not have had to strain against it or anything like that, because it just put a big kink in it, just bent it like in half. I was like, oh my goodness. So I used some mining roof bolts and weaved them into the chain link fence and then drove them down in the ground. So I don't think it'll be knocking the fence down again. It didn't the last time it climbed over, because it has climbed over or I don't know if it's the same bear, but it might be the same bear that keeps coming back. But the last time it climbed over, or the last time a bear climbed over, it didn't knock the fence down like it did before. And that's because I got those roofing bolts in there. Hello, welcome to the live stream. We're going to finish up getting this field planted. I've been streaming for about 2 hours and 40 minutes. So I'm going to finish this field. And wherever you're watching from, I hope you've had a good day. It is 4:30 in the morning where I live. I got kind of a late start tonight on this. I had a long day, busy day. I didn't get home until about 11:30 at night, and I had to rest for a little bit. I was too tired to try to do a live stream. So I was able to rest for a while, slept for a little bit. And I don't like to go too many nights in a row without doing a live stream, at least 2 or 3 hours anyway. So we'll hit the 3-hour mark tonight. More than that, probably a little more than 3 hours. I got a lot to get accomplished tomorrow too. I was going to try to do 3 fields, but I'm not going to be able to. I'm getting tired, getting sleepy. So I'm going to finish this field and then we'll catch the other 2 fields into next episode. We're just about ready to buy some more land. It won't be too much longer. We're going to buy some more land and we're going to buy our equipment to do potatoes. We'll probably go through one more round of harvesting. I've got I think I have one more field that I have to plant in soybeans, and that'll be a complete rotation of all our fields, doing a round of soybeans, and then we go back to 3 rounds of something different. Because I think, we're going to look at the map for a second. I think, yeah, see, this is soybeans up here. So we've done that. This is the only one that isn't. So once we finish here, we will have to harvest this one. When we harvest this one, because it's ready to be harvested, we're going to harvest this one and this one. This one will get planted in soybeans. And then we'll go back to sunflowers up here, or corn. I think we did sunflowers was the last crop, so we'll do corn, if I don't forget. And then we'll get back to doing our regular crops, or this will just be our regular soybean field. But every 4th time I want to plant soybeans, just so we can make money. So actually we can pop that back down there, because that'll be the next thing we need to do is save. And we'll do that at the end of our episode. I should do it more often, but I guess I should do it, just in case. We'll just go ahead and save it. The seeder has done a real good job. I've been able just to let it run by itself. I put two headland rows right here, just on the edge where that field is, right there, just across the top edge where the field is. And this seeder has done a real good job this time of just running by itself. I have not had to help it. yet. I say that and I watch it mess up. But so far it's done a good job. I had to help the plow every step of the way, or at least most of the steps of the way. Sorry guys, had to talk to my daughter for a minute at 4:41 in the morning. Oh. Well, yeah, it's uphill. I was thinking, man, this thing seems to struggle a little bit going this way, but it is uphill. I mean, I know the whole map is like that. The whole map runs uphill all the way from the river up to the top. You can kind of see the slope of the hill. And we have been live streaming for 3 hours. We just hit the 3-hour mark. And probably about 30 minutes to finish. Maybe 30 minutes, we'll see. See how close I am at guessing. So this guy was operating at 10 miles an hour earlier. But you can see the damage meter over there in the bottom right, that yellow meter. We're down to about halfway. And I wonder if that has anything to do with it. The speed. I wonder if that's slowing us down just a little bit. Because I believe it was hitting like 10 miles an hour even on the uphill side. We got 10 miles an hour on the downhill, but it seemed like at the very beginning it was hitting the 10 miles an hour on the uphill side as well. I can't remember. I could be mistaken. I did spend more time watching the plow and riding along with the plow than I did this, because this wasn't missing anything at the ends, and that's the only thing I was really paying attention to. So I could be wrong. It could have been going uphill a little bit slower. Now, before this live stream is over, let me just take a minute and just say thank you for those who joined the live stream and watch. I do appreciate it. Thank you very much. Now, I believe I may have to help this thing a little bit when it gets over on this very edge, just because the field has a curve in it. So right here, where it's tight right here close together, and then it spreads out at the bottom, it's gonna leave itself stranded on one end of the field or the other. So I will probably have to help it. Although it might not do that, but I think it will. And if it does do that, then I kind of need to be working at a different angle. Now, it worked out good for the plow. The plow did not get itself stranded, because I did headland rows with the plow. and it worked out fine. But I don't think it's going to work with it, because this thing's only 6 meters wide. The plow is 9. So I just have the feeling that this thing is going to get itself stranded. Maybe it won't, but I think it will. Alright guys, it is 5 o'clock in the morning where I live. Yeah, this thing's going to leave itself stranded, one way or the other. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to eliminate that. We're going to go back while we're here. You slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. Now we should be okay. see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like 5 more passes. Last pass. Oh, it's too bad it did that. I was hoping it would actually complete this field without my help. The only thing I had to do was reposition it where it stranded itself, and that's not its fault. That's the shape of the field. Let's save it. It would not be fun if something happened before we got our tractor back over to the farmyard and did our repairs. So now if something happens, it won't matter. We got the work in the field saved. Still don't want anything to happen because I want to bring the episode to a close, not just for it to abruptly end. Where am I going? That's a real good question. Oh, we're just going to come up the back way. Okay. I see now. I had not come up this way before from down there. I knew there was a road that should come out. Where this asphalt road was, but I had not been that far down it before. I think that looks so cool. That little island out there in the middle of our field. Now I could have just left that part back there, but I want to take it and repair it before I use it again. And on this one we have to repair the weight also, because the weight has lights. So it's a little bit different than a standard weight on the front. See this thing? It has lights on it. So we do have to repair those. Repair, ooh, 4,400, okay. Repair, 5,900, okay. And repair. What does that say? $51? Not bad. That's because it just has the lights. The weight itself does not have to be repaired. It's just the lights. Now we can just drive this back down there. Well, while I'm here, why not? It looks funny because you don't have to have it under the thing to fill it. Actually, it's hard to get it under there. I think we'll just park right here for now. And then we'll just go back up here. Alright guys, thank you for joining the live stream. Sorry I got off to a little bit of a late start tonight, but in a way it's kind of good. And I'll try to do another one tonight, actually. I think I should be okay. I don't have a lot to do today, so I'll be able to get a little bit of rest this evening. So guys, I appreciate you joining. If you watch it as a video later on, thank you very much. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. And if you do watch it as a video later on and you like it, please consider subscribing to the channel. We are still on the road to 25 subscribers. We're at 23 right now. So thanks again, guys. That's going to wrap it up for this one. I will catch you guys in the next one. Until then, God bless.